Welcome back to another episode of Financial Fridays with your boy Buck Bandit P. Here on the Financial Corner, where we break down investing for average everyday people so we can go out here and get this money. But you already know the motto around here, man. No shortcuts, no excuses, just progress. So make sure you like the video on the way in. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and make sure you keep your head on straight, all right? Sure you keep your ear to the street, what's going on in the market. Because boy, oh boy, the market is telling a crazy story nowadays, man. It ain't just a story of all-time highs. You really gotta pay attention to what's going on behind the curtain. And if you don't, I went more in depth with that on Sunday School. So make sure y'all check out that episode of Sunday School because we've been cooking over there. All right. So let's get right into what's going on in the market this week. Well, on the charts, as you can see, we had all-time highs again, man. Like, so that's good, right? That's a good thing, right? I mean, we would think that it's a good thing. The S&P all-time high holding up over before what was it, 75. Now it's holding over 76. The Dow holding strong over 50,000. Like, it's looking good, man. The NASDAQ, you see what that's doing. So it's like, yo, man, I don't know how to tell y'all this, but it's not all good. Even though the market is high, it's not all good in the hood. Okay, let's get right into it. The market has been riding this 8-week winning streak. All right, like it's been getting all-time highs for the past 8 weeks, higher than what it was. All right. But if we look behind the curtain and under the hood a little bit, like, hold on, let me check. Let me check under here and see you gonna realize it's a real tug of war going on with this geopolitical tension and corporate earnings and AI bubbles and AI infrastructure and space X and it's a lot of stuff going on in the market right now. And I don't think people realize it's still, don't get me wrong, it still stands a lot of money to be made. I don't I heard people say it's going to be a tough summer. I'm not too sure about that. I think the drop going to come a little bit after that, but that's neither here nor there. Let's get into it. The geopolitics, all right. The market has been hyper receptive of whatever's going on in U.S. and Iran, and news just came in that the blockade is over, it's supposedly over, and all that. But it could be another yeah, I mean, pump fake. He could be pump faking, man. He been pump faking the whole time, just manipulating the market, saying what you want to say so you can affect the market a certain way. So, as of now, they saying this blockade is up, they saying it's over, but we'll see. Hey, what's up, homie? Yeah, appreciate you. Yeah, the room nice, man. Thanks, man. I love it, appreciate it. So, man, let's get right into the geopolitics. All right. Earlier in the week, we heard the military strikes. They was going back and forth after the ceasefire. They was going back and forth. So now all of that supposedly is done. Oil somewhere between $90 and $100 at the time of this recording. But the market is like, whatever, we running. We not worried about this no more. Like it already is what it is. So we gotta pay attention to what comes out this situation this week because this is really going to probably tell us how long, like it'll give us more clarity on how long we expect to be in this war. Because when it all started, Trump said what he said, we're gonna be here for 2, 3 months. It's been 4 months. It been double since the time he said it. So we trying to get more clarity on when this war going to end because like I always said, if the war stops right now, the damage is already done. All right. So we gonna see what happens with that. And we gotta pay attention to the consumer reality in this jobs data. All right. Don't get confused behind these record earnings. Even though I reported on it, I don't want y'all to get confused by these record earnings because you think that the economy is growing, but I already went over it on the episode on Sunday School that I'm gonna drop for y'all. It's people really just running through their savings to pay the high prices. You see the gas, I see the gas. It don't feel like we're in a good economy, bro. I'ma just keep it a buck. It feel like people struggling. People didn't like this year, millions of people didn't lost their jobs. AI. So you gotta add that all into consideration. These companies fired a bunch of people, so they put that payroll back on their balance sheet. They raised the prices for these same products and services, put that on their balance sheet. Now they balance sheet knocking it out the park, record breaking earnings. Meanwhile, me and you who paying these prices, like, yo, bro, I'm still, I'm not eating. Man, what I ain't eating. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not eating. So how y'all got record breaking earnings and I'm running through my savings account? You see what I'm saying? So don't be fooled by what's Wall Street saying and they saying, woo, what they do? We partying. We all-time highs, record breaking earnings. That's not necessarily the full picture. So don't get fooled by that. All right. Retail and tech, they had the record breaking earnings, right? But the warning is the economic data. We saw a 4-year low of 2.6 in the savings rate. So for personal savings rate is down to 2.6. That's the worst it's been in 4 years. So even though the market is at these all-time highs, on the other end, people losing their jobs and running through their savings. All right. So what we need to look out for next week, we got to look out for the energy and the inflation trap. Okay, if this 60-day ceasefire hold up, then that means oil prices should stay about where they at. They shouldn't spike up past $100, which is really gonna hurt us, and they shouldn't drop too low. They probably most likely just gonna stay where they at. But if that stays where it's at, it's not gonna be good. Do you understand what I'm saying right now? If the oil and all that stays where it's at, that means gas is still gonna be 4.50. In some places, they saying $5, $6 a gallon. How long can the average American sustain that? Not long. You see what I'm saying? All right. So that's going to make the Fed have a more hawkish view because that's what it all comes down to. What is the Fed going to do? And if the Fed got a more hawkish view, that means the Fed might mess around and raise rates. They won't even cut them, they'll raise them. All right. So the post earnings reality check with Q1 earnings winding down, like we already got the data from Q1s. Everybody knocked it out the park. Whoop de doo. Now the whole market, all the investors, we back focused on the macro data. Before we was focused on the micro, now we focused on the macro. And that's why you see the build outs is coming. That's why you seen Snowflake run up. And I'm gonna get in. Y'all stick around. I'm gonna give y'all 3 stocks that y'all should look for. What's up, Iran? Appreciate you from Iran. Damn, there's a war going on and he out here trying to get this money. What is y'all damn excuse? I ain't trying to hear nothing. Yo, boy from Iran right now on my live talking about what's up. Appreciate you. You blessed and you gonna be successful in your life. Cause this man, he's on man or woman. Let me not say that. On my live right now, there's a war going on. What's your excuse? You on the damn couch. You know what I mean? You on the couch talking about, man, it's hard out here. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Stop crying. But anyway, I always gotta go on. I gotta give y'all at least one rant every video because nigga, I be sick of it. So I don't have nobody to talk to about it. So I talk to y'all. You know what I mean? Welcome to my journal. All right. So the first earner with Q1 earnings winding down. All right. Everybody focus back on the macro data. All right. So we looking out for the unemployment data or the employment data. Okay. We looking out for the labor numbers next week, and we looking to see what the job market is looking like because that's going to give us a more full picture of what the economy is looking like. All right. So, as promised, let me give y'all my 3 stocks to watch for next week. Number one, boy, Snowflake. I just touched on it a little bit, but let me go into it more. Snowflake, the reason why you seen Snowflake running up this week because Snowflake been beat down with all of the AI stuff. I hate to say this, but AI really running the world. Like if you during your earnings call don't mention AI, your stock is going to fall. And if you do mention AI and you don't mention good guidance, meaning you're going to actually make money from this AI in the future, your stock is going to fall. Like, so AI is running the world right now. And that's why when people ain't getting on this, I'm like, yo, you not met, yo, bro, you're going to get pushed out the market. You're going to get pushed out the wealth again. You're going to get all your chances of getting there is going to be wiped out because they're literally going to have agents eating your lunch. All right. So, number one is Snowflake. All right. That's the AI momentum play. Okay. The story behind Snowflake. Snowflake, it went up this week. It went to the moon this week. 38%. It was up 38%, I think, yesterday. All right. It was following the earnings. It was following the earnings beat in the guidance. Okay. So they just announced a massive $6 billion commitment with who other than the one of the other companies I gave y'all last week. Ha ha ha. Amazon, bro. I told y'all AWS Web Services, watch out for them. Didn't I just say that last week? So the reason why Snowflake ran this week, because they partnered up with them. So they about to accelerate this agentic AI. So basically, all that is them AI agents that you've been hearing about. they about to accelerate the adoption of that for enterprises. So that means for all these massive companies, they gonna be having AI agents basically doing everything. So now they're not gonna need humans. This is another reason that their profits been getting higher because now they can just get the AI agent, which is less cheaper than hiring a human and giving them health insurance and giving them a pension and a retirement. I can just get an AI agent for $25 a month. You see how that's going? Well, it's not going to be $25 a month for them, but you see it's going to be way less of an overhead. So that's another reason why they earnings been knocking it out the park. And also, you want to see if this is going to hold up. If Snowflake holds up, then that means institutions are going to start. If snowflakes hold up, that means institutions are going to start pushing in more to this agentic AI boom. Okay, and you're going to see Amazon rise, you're going to see Google rise, you're going to see Nvidia might get a pump, but Nvidia is such a big company. Nvidia don't really move off news like this. But you want to watch out for Snowflake next week because if that holds up, that's going to give you a strong indicator on if the rest of the market going to hold up because that just means that this AI boom, it was focused on tech, now it's getting broader. Now it was in infrastructure. Now it's getting to security. Like now it's getting into average businesses. So when it's wide, and what I say, high tide raise all boats. So watch out for that. My second stock this week is Dollar Tree. Well, I know people like Dollar Tree. What? I've never even heard you talk about Dollar Tree. Well, listen, you mean ticker symbol DLTR. Come here, you're gonna leave better than you left. I'm always gonna teach you something you probably ain't know. So this is the consumer sentiment indicator, right? This is going to tell you how people are spending money. If people ain't spending money at Dollar Tree, this is why this is my indicator. If people not spending money at Dollar Tree, I'm not really worried about Walmart too much. Dollar Tree is like me, like the bottom of the barrel. If people not spending money at Dollar Tree, to me, that tells me that's an early sign of a recession. All right. So Dollar Tree surged 13 to 15% after beating the quarterly profit expectations and raising its full year guidance despite all of that tariff stuff that we just went through. All right. So what you want to watch in a landscape where the savings are low, discount retailers become a sanctuary. All right. So with Dollar Tree next week, you want to see if it's going to build a good baseline. You want to see if it's going to have a good support. Okay. And if the discount, if the retail, if that keeps climbing, then you can tell that the retailers, we feeling good about. I mean, then you can tell we not feeling good about the economy because that means we going more to Dollar Tree than Walmart. All right. And that's why that's my second company. And my third company to watch out for, always got to see what the businesses and the companies is doing, like the employers. And this is Salesforce. And unlike Snowflake, Salesforce is a giant. Salesforce probably like the job you work for probably uses Salesforce for their system because they have so much market share with companies in the intertwining in their systems. All right. So with the profits expectations, with them beating their profit expectations, it's still mixed forward guidance. Mean the future ain't looking promising. All right. So that's causing the stock to drop. All right. That stock fell this week. However, what you want to watch for is if investors are worried about that competition from that AI because all of the AI agents and all that, companies like Salesforce might get put out of business. Because if I can just hire an AI agent, I don't gotta pay this conglomerate company Salesforce to do what this agent can do. So you want to watch out for that next week because if buyers step in at these low levels, then you can start to see that all right, the AI stuff is really not going to affect at least this particular company and maybe the other companies alike. All right. So that's the Financial Friday, y'all. Appreciate y'all for being here, man. Like, you already know what it is, man. We always doing what we do, man. We just trying to keep our eyes on the market, keep our ear to the ground, keep focused in, you know what I mean? Stay low and keep firing, dog. Like, you don't want to get discouraged just because you hear the news and you see the headlines and all that. You want to stick to your strategy, stick to your plan, and keep it like that. You don't want to add no extra stuff. You don't want to add no extra sauce. You want to stick to your plans and your strategies. And then once you get a little more comfortable and a little more cushion, then then maybe you can start branching off. But for right now, you need the foundation. And goddamn, you see that? The red candlesticks is coming down. I don't know what happened in the market, but it came down. What do you say? What do you say? Let me see. What's up, homie? Out here. All right. What's up? What's up? Hello. Hello. Can you teach me how to trade? I can teach you how to trade. Actually, I'm gonna come out with a trading program, but I ain't teaching you how to. He said, okay, bye. Damn, bro, you ain't even give me a chance to answer. Of course, I can teach you how to trade, but trading really ain't gonna help you if you don't understand the market. Like if you don't understand the market, trading is it's like you're just going to leave a job for another job. Put it that way. It's kind of like wholesaling real estate. Like you don't really own nothing. You just working and getting a check. That's not really what this channel about. Trust and believe. I'ma have the trade. I got a couple call options in right now, but I'm not giving people like I might post it on my Instagram. That's why y'all should be tapped in. Follow me on my Instagram and follow that because I'll post a story of you know what I mean a call option that I'm in or something like that, and you could look at the strike price and the expiration, and you know what I mean maybe take some of that game like that. But I'm not opening up my options course yet because I need to know people got the foundation. And once I feel as though people got the foundation and I got enough of the foundation covered, then I'll open up the options course. But you're gonna have to pay for that. I'm only gonna put screenshots up of us winning. I ain't gonna really be giving too much game because I don't want to show people how to fish. I don't want to give people the fish. I want to show people where the pond is at, bro. So then you can put me on to some fish. Like it ain't no, I don't want it to be no one way. I want it to be, yo, we all putting all each other on this game. Cause trust and believe, I got some game to give y'all, but y'all be having some game too, straight up. So with that, man, make sure you grab your free stock on the way out. Make sure you get your $100 from Allah. Man, appreciate y'all for being here. It's been another week in the market. It's been topsy turvy. It's been up, but it ain't been feeling like it. Don't worry about it. Just stay low, keep firing, and all we gotta do is stick it out. Oh, we don't gotta be right. All we gotta do is be in position, as the OG Trap say. So I see y'all next week. Appreciate y'all for being here. That's your Financial Friday. Oh yeah, and if this helps you, I only ask y'all to do one thing. Make sure you share with somebody so it can help them too. High tide raise all boats. I ain't trying to make money off the people. I'm trying to make money with the people. You hear me? So you already know what time it is. Happy weekend. Love y'all, man. Let's go out here and get this money. Appreciate y'all for being here. Love y'all. See y'all next time. Let's go out here and get this.